My name is Steve Teng. I serve as one of the pastors and elders of the Austin Stone. I've been at the Austin Stone in February. It'll be 10 years. I've served in a variety of capacities. Starting last May, I stepped in to serve as our director of our For the City network. Throughout the years, there have been collaboration, and of course, when our church was called to particularly serve the St. John community, Side by Side Kids was already based here and serving here, and so overlap and collaboration from creating office space at the For the City Center just became really natural. Few organizations that I know of, few partnerships that I'm aware of care about the kids in every way and see the kids that from a biblical lens that we believe God views them. So it's not just a meeting of tangible physical needs or emotional needs only, but of addressing spiritual poverty as well. And so being aligned in that way, where the declaration of the gospel and imparting faith lessons and working on character without overlooking emotional and physical tangible needs beats with our heart, beats along with the heart of God, and it's nice to work with an organization where that's true, and we've just seen the fruit of that. In our partnership with Side by Side Kids, it makes it possible for our people to engage and serve, impacts us as a faith community, and drawing near to where God's heart is especially near, because His word is clear, His heart is especially close to those who are overlooked and most vulnerable, gives us a stronger sense of what His love likes, and that impacts the life of the believer in every way. So I have to first start there and talk about the impact that has on us, on me, as I get to lean in to a partnership like this, and I get to express the heart of God for the most vulnerable in our community. The pandemic has aggravated a ton, and in disruptive times in history like this, God loves to especially flex because no one gets the glory but Him. Creating a learning center that gives families like this an alternative, where things like that can come into the light, and we've had specific stories, right? And needs of every kind can be met, and families can be served, not just the children, not just the students. Families can be served, and we can demonstrate the love of God to them. The Learning Center has been a tangible means for us to do that, particularly in this community where we have some influence and we can do some good. Is a good example of the kind of partnership Austin Stone has had with Side by Side Kids. A set of circumstances came around. We looked at it, we were both praying, and God called us to work together in a specific way. So we were called to address a need we were seeing in the community. So we'll continue to have an explicit calling from God to care for the most vulnerable in our city. And that's not going to change. And once again, we don't know any organizations that care and address needs holistically. Side by Side Kids is one of them. There's just a need to be creative and a need to be sacrificial and humble. And so we'll continue to call the people of the Austin Stone to collaborate, to financially partner, to give generously, and to engage how we might. We'll want to be a church that leans into a partnership with Side by Side Kids to continue to be a church that cares and takes hope to the hopeless.